hope in the review after.
Should I answer in English or Malay?
English. Subject profession English.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay, close the door kalau tak nak bising. Sorry kalau macam. Okay, man.
My name is Ashraf.
Yep.
I'm from University Golden Fold.
Yeah.
This is my all group member.
Yeah.
Basically, our assignment required for us to do research about a certain percent for subject professional English.
Yeah.
So I would like to thank you for spending your time with us, even though you are busy.
No problem.
First of all, can I know a little bit about yourself?
Which part you want to know? You want to know about the background or interest?
Background, maybe.
Sure. So, my name is SYED, bin Syed RAHMAN. I'm originally from Johor. And Johor as well? Oh, Johor. What do you think? Not bad. From JB. Yeah. I have 4 siblings. I'm the youngest and I'm homeschooled. My mom is a teacher. My father kerja buruh dulu daripada Johor pergi Singapore lah adik. Sorry, English.
No, it's
and
okay.
No, it's like, so before it's full English, now it's like I have to push for hybrid. So now he is already a retiree. My sister is a lecturer. One of my brothers finishing his PhD in the UK. My other brother is a flight engineer for Emirates. Currently I'm leading the youth wing of Bersatu and also one of the co-founders of the party with Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin. But Bersatu doesn't pay. I have a full-time job. I'm a political risk consultant. Before this I was a researcher in a local think tank, researching public policy. So we do impact assessment of public transportation, poverty alleviation methods, and a lot of research work, speech writing. But now, and also before this, I was a part-time lecturer in International Islamic University of Malaysia. And then, complications when you are the front face. Usually, like in politics, it's fine, but if you are the front face, then kena lah. So I can no longer teach locally. But Alhamdulillah, God opens up other doors, so I teach in the UK every November. I go to Qatar 3 to 4 times every year to teach in China, Indonesia, Philippines. So I still teach abroad quite regularly. So setiap bulan, every month, I'll travel abroad. I travel to Thailand every month to work as well. This is for political risk consultant. As a political risk consultant, and I'm also a columnist. So I write 3 articles every week. So dia macam cakap dia kena 2 or 3 jobs. Exactly, that's what I have to do. But yeah. Fine. But if you enjoy it, then it's no problem. I actually dislike the political part a lot more than my job. Yeah, but it's okay. It's a challenge.
Okay. Can I know you about education background?
Sure. Let's start from young lah. So tadika duri, it's random. I pergi sekolah kebangsaan Taman Pelik, it's normal primary school. And then masa sekolah menengah, I went to the English College, Maktab Sultan Abu Bakar, it's in Johor. And then after that, I transferred to my mom's school sebab kali-kali aku tukul kat sekolah tu. No, seriously, bullying is horrible. And I used to jadi kaki ponting. But that school is in the middle of the city. My rumah jauh, so kena ambil bus yang 70% sampai bus berhenti betul-betul. Like if one stop after my school punya bus stop is City Square, which is like the only mall, big mall at that point in time. So macam begitu lah. So ponting all the time. And then my mom cikgu kantoi got transferred to my mom's school. That's the end of my social life lah. Then my mom's school until tingkatan 3, so form 2, form 3 my mom's school, sekolah menengah Datuk Osman Lawang. And then alhamdulillah after that I got into the Royal Military College, so finished my 2 years there and also my basic military training there as well, sampai 2 tahun. And then after that I decided to take up law at the International Islamic University of Malaysia, completed it. And then after that I did my academic fellowship in Temple University in Philadelphia, United States. I did my fellowship in religious pluralism and the art of dialogue. And then now just recently admitted into Oxford University for my masters in public policy, which is my passion.
Congrats.
Okay, thank you very much. Dulu nak buat public policy, tapi kat Malaysia tak ada. Satu universiti ada, UIA semua tak ada.
Unirazah ada for degree.
Ya, Unirazah, itu I dengar. I think that's the only one. I think
Yeah.
only one university ada
Dan
public.
kita to that class.
Which is sad lah. We need a lot more of that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can I what is your what motivate you to be a better person? What make you what motivate you to change yourself to be a better person?
Banyak benda, tapi for me, so there are two key things lah. So one is a bit kecil dulu, which is a life philosophy which I believe in. So my mom always says that as each generation passes by, it's always important for the newer generation to be better than the previous generation. And this is more of a familial thing. Contoh, if my mom is a teacher and my father is guru, then after that the next generation, all of us must be a lot more educated, all of us must be better off. And then after my generation, anak-anak akan buat jauh lebih baik. So it must always be a continuous process, and we follow it lah. Memang must do everything to achieve that. Second part is, I think ni selepas dibasuh di dalam maktab tentera diraja dengan semangat kenegaraan yang terlalu tinggi, at times it's irrational. So macam is the not blind loyalty, but is the dedication which you want to invest in a country which you believe will not only enrich yourself but people around you, and as a consequence everyone gets better. And in order for everyone to get better, you must move in front. It becomes a competition. Everyone moves forward and then just remain stagnant. That's the second part.
Can what I know you also active in debating.
Yes.
Can I know what attract you to join a debate?
Wah, ingat awal-awal memang niat salah. So masuk sekolah tentera, and then you know ragging, like the ragging, bullying was horrible over there. Anak bila you're a junior. So when I first joined, it was actually to escape like bullying. So usually the debate training will overlap with the time when kita selalu kena pukul. This is the weekend. Yeah, so I said, okay, let's join. Obviously that didn't work lah. Lagi teruk, you join debate, lagi lah kena pukul. Ni kaki debate, balik terus kena pukul. Which is worse. But it's okay. And then after that, I slowly like, I wanted to improve my English. My English was horrible at that point in time. My knowledge was worse. I thought Africa was a country, not a continent. I thought Egypt was a continent, not a country. Nak cakap isu semasa di Malaysia, never cared. But debating liberated me from the prison of ignorance. I wanted to improve my English. I wanted to ensure that my knowledge gets better. I want to become a more productive citizen of Malaysia. I think that was what truly pushed me to debating and for me to commit my time and effort to debating.
Who is your biggest supporters?
My mom. Definitely my mom. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, cikgu biasalah. No, it's the hardest person to convince initially. So, SADDIQ tak boleh SADDIQ. Tapi this is like one of my first talks. Ni bukan parti politik lah, so it's just me speaking up without any platform. That's something which because there's a brief background. Like before I got active in politics, I got into this Perdana Fellowship program where the government will select 40 of the top youth to be appointed as mentees under respective ministers. And after I finished my fellowship, I was appointed as YB Nancy Shukri, the Minister of Law, punya temporary special officer. So I was a very comfortable job, good life. Tapi then some things happened and I tak nak ulas panjang. When we I was betul-betul kat tengah. I was like, okay lah, it's like I cannot lah. My conscience will not be clean. Spoke up, and then tak jawatan and everything. Then my mom said, no, why? Tak apa, tutup mata je dulu. Tak boleh. And then when I hosted my first talk, ni belum jumpa Tun, belum jumpa Tan Sri, Annie pun belum jumpa. Buat rumah kawan dah tahu macam one of the people came. And then my mom datang. Tu memang
Semangat.
betul lah. Sokongan ibu kan. Tu yang diperlukan.
Okay, sekejap Baca kamera mati So nak tukar handphone?
No, tengah rate lagi.
Okay, it's okay.
Continue.
Can I know who is your mentor and your why?
Mentor.
For make you to be a better person.
I was about to say my mom as well. Safe answer. Banyak macam I think now in particular is Tun M. I think it's Tun M. We should regularly meet up setiap minggu and then memang his life advice is going back to work. Rasa macam nak quit pun macam Oxford study scholarship everything to be macam SADDIQ saya dah nak. Kalau saya cakap macam if he's 92 years old and dia boleh apa alasan lah which I have to not do what I'm doing now. Previously was YB Nancy lah. He's my ex-boss. So yeah.
Okay. What can you describe yourself into one sentence?
One sentence.
Yeah.
Describe myself in one sentence. That's finding very difficult. I don't know if this makes sense. Macam this is a quote which I always believe lah. Yang bahasa Melayu ada, bahasa Inggeris pun ada. It's just when there's a will, there's a way. Di mana ada kemahuan, di situ ada jalan. And because yalah, if you know my background sebelum ni, it's not like I cakap kau mesti dari kecil ni pandai cakap bahasa Inggeris Tak ada. Yang cakap English A semua tak ada.
For my expectation for you, for the first time I meet you at
ni dekat YB Hanayum.
I expect you as good in English,
tak ada.
a student, scoring.
Tak ada. Itu semua jadi A semua bila masuk debat. Orang kata bila debat nanti kita gadai akademik tak. Dia complementary. Saling membina. But before this my English horrible lah. Tak adalah horrible sampai macam tak boleh cakap langsung. Typical Malaysian English lah. Bro, we can do now. So, you know the typical. Tapi orang faham tapi memang langgang lah. That's me. So I believe in that line lah. Saya sangat OCD. Bila I nak something, macam contoh debate kan. Nak benar will work like crazy lah. Memang non-stop.
You make sure you win.
Tapi kalah-kalah, itu biasa. That's life. Tak ada mana boleh menang semua benda.
Do you consider yourself as successful person?
Not yet. I'm a very high standard lah. And my success ni memang very vague. Dia macam orang macam dapat ni successful tak ada. Mine is very vague. I need to know that I have contributed significantly to my country in order for me to be considered as successful. Tak tahu bila boleh capai.
One day maybe.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, for my last question, before I pass my next question to my friend, this last question can I know what is your biggest achievement that you achieved?
Achievement.
In debate.
Debate lah. Okay, debate is more specific. I think this was during the I think this was during the World Universities Debating Championship, which is the biggest debate championship in the world. 400 teams from 400 universities around the world. Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard. With a few universities from Malaysia as well. So there were 400 teams. And then by the end of the tournament, I was crowned as the overall best speaker in the world, and also broke the world record. This was in 2013. Yes.
Did you win the...
Sorry, not 2013. 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Did you win the tournament?
The team, no.
But you selected
yes.
Best.
Yeah.
Okay, let's proceed. Okay, I'm Isra.
Yeah.
So as we all know that you are the top debater in ASEAN and you have a good influence among Y generation. So we want to take this opportunity to know more about yourself. Maybe about your daily routine.
Okay.
So can you share about
Okay, jadi routine ni gila sikit lah. Macam, no seriously. Bangun pagi, after semayang semayang after semayang and everything else, usually orang tu akan tengok phone kan. I tengok phone juga, tapi I akan tengok phone. Bila I tengok phone, I memang ada few reading materials I kena go through, wajib sehari. Bangun, terus baca BBC, Al Jazeera and then Economics. Tapi dia ada Economist yang macam dia shortened version of all the important news the day before. It's called Economist Espresso.
This as a new news.
News, semua news. That's for international news coverage. Tengah hari bila I tengah makan, saya tanya dia tengah makan kat bawah, I will have my phone again. I can local news pula. Local news, I nak balance. So ada Star for macam pro-government sikit. And then Malaysia Kini yang to me somewhere in between, FMT, Sinar Harian to me paling tengah. So ini bahasa Melayu dengan bahasa Inggeris. Malam I must do one research topic minimum. And research topic itu dia tak perlu macam panjang, in-depth, cuma contoh kan. So now is the Rohingya crisis. So the issue comes up, I'll do a 2-hour research about it, so that I will truly understand the issue. So when I comment it with knowledge, bukan main comment lah. And I'll do follow up every day. So that's something which I do every day. And in between, I tak suka bazir masa. So when I go jogging, fitness, I memang akan listen to The Economist. Tapi Economist dia ada audio version, dia download. So best gila lah. If you get stuck in traffic, so I say kat USJ, kena stuck traffic 40 minit. Daripada membazirkan masa dan kereta kutuk orang sebab jam. Dia dengar lah Economist tu. So Economist is quite detailed. It's the best magazine ever lah. Economist bukan economic punya magazine, dia all global issues compiled into important analytical pieces. Dan memang fitness kena 3 kali setiap hari. Dan bila bangun tu, tak payah cakap lah apa yang spesifik buat, tapi memang 3 kali lah. Pagi, balik kerja pukul 7 ke 8, malam sebelum tidur.
So what is the first thing you do when you enter the office? Like you're having your breakfast at home or?
Selalu kat rumah, save duit. Seriously, that's the reason why. Selalu masuk office suruh call meeting with my staff.
Hardworking man.
Tak, sudah biasa lah. Once we get used to it, it's all fine. Awal-awal tu sakit lah. Sakit. Because I'm not always in this office. Ni political office, I do my research, your work. I have to travel, so macam yeah.
Okay, may I know how did you arrange your schedule? Or you just take the work to your PA?
Oh, so usually she will help me a lot lah. She will help me, contoh macam banyak ada appointment, so dia macam tolong akan arrange kan. But that's more towards macam appointment and stuff. Tapi my research work semua I can buat sendiri lah. So that one is I will have it all on my calendar. So usually memang macam my writing saya kena buat. So in the end dia lebih I tak ada job, dia mobile punya office lah, gerak. Office lah, kereta. So it's fun lah.
Okay, for the last question of mine is how did you balance between your work, study and your time with your family?
Oh, I do not balance. I like jujur lah, memang tak ada balance. Tak boleh balance. Macam seriously, orang cakap ada balance, no balance. Contoh, people pergi office pukul 8, 8.30, balik 5.30. Takkan ada benda tu. I pergi office pagi, balik paling awal pukul 8 ke 9 malam. Paling awal. Selalunya memang kan ikan asal lah. Sampai rumah sampai pukul 1-2 pagi. Usually. Itu because so like first I have to do my research work yang pagi punya betul-betul kerja. And I have my political work. Malam memang pergi ceramah, drive sini, drive sana. Contoh kau pergi Melaka pun, nak drive balik 1 hour. So cuma kau drive laju. So macam balik habis ceramah, dia ceramah takkan start. Dia kalau ni minta maaf ni budaya Melayu kan tak terus. Cakap 8.30 dia ke start 9.30. Itu bukan lelaki. Dia kalau dekat utara dekat dekat Kelantan, Terengganu, cakap pukul 8.30 dia start pukul 10. So at the end dia cover pukul 12. Drive down balik 2-3 jam. So macam sakit lah. Sakit sangat. But again, it's
Okay, that's all from me, I think.
Okay, so we know that in life we have faced a lot of challenges and problems. So can you tell us what is your secret to pushing through your bad time?
Correct. Everything fikir. I mean, to me one of the most important things is to have family members atau kawan rapat who you can trust. Usually bila I stress gila, I talk to my mom, so bila I talk to my best friends, it will help a lot. Satu kadang-kadang, that's one part lah, one of my support mechanism Tapi selalu macam for me, I will never see macam jerit atau marah lah. Tapi I macam bukan internalize. Macam stress gila, macam recently stress macam nak mati, fikirkan pergi Oxford sikit, stress. Tak nak pergi cuti tak boleh sebab tak ada masa. So like Just malam-malam I drive. Ni yang bila tak ada jam lah, pukul 12 ke 1 pagi. Just drive around KL. Just nak tengok, nak dengar lagu Selena Gomez. And then macam okay, dia bawa macam ada clear mind. Banyak benda lah, tahu kau tak, aku gym. That's like another way.
People always face the haters. What about you? How do you face the haters?
I mean, so macam cakap haters lah. Haters. Ada yang betul-betul haters, ada yang pengkritik which I cannot call haters but they have legitimate opinions. First thing first, macam usually apa buat, first I akan baca. I takkan macam kata nampak tak setuju ni haters, tak adalah. Dia kena, tu bahaya tau bila, and I always check myself, takut I hilang my pendirian macam tak setuju tu hater, bahaya tu. So I akan baca dulu, tengok macam okay, ni jujur. Kita check account ni tak adalah macam troll banyak kali non-stop kan. Dia macam okay, then I'll start to assess. Then I can cuba respond. Tapi kadang-kadang dia banyak sangat, so tak boleh respond to everyone. So one is I can cuba baca and respond to the person. Second one, kalau contoh yang memang troll haters yang memang you boleh tahulah kalau ayat contoh kan, macam tengah cakap satu isu, tiba-tiba cakap apa bodoh bangang, gila mak, benda-benda that kind of stuff tau. So macam okay, that one clearly I just like laugh it off lah. Dia tak boleh. Dulu I stress macam oh my god apa ni. Tak boleh. Kalau I stress macam tu punya coffee takkan ada kat sini kan. So dah mati stress lah kan. So dia kena ada filtering mechanism, mana yang betul-betul you nak assess, baca, respond, mana yang macam tak payahlah.
What is your worst time? Worst challenge before you success?
Worst time. Masa dulu lah bila peringkat awal before I started debating. I ingat mas. Okay, I think just one more lagi terus.
Okay, what is your worst time? What is your challenges before you successful?
Okay, so I remember dulu masa sekolah agama, I had this ustazah. Again, di konteks ni saya memang budak jahat tu, selalu punting solar. Saya akan cakap dekat ustazah tu yang ada game hoki, so ada lain wakil sekolah negeri hoki. So dia sekolah pagi, sekolah kebangsaan, dan after that sekolah agama, you know, and two things. Saya cakap tak I pergi sekolah kebangsaan after that. Masa sekolah agama tu sebab kena train hoki. Adalah budak-budak buat, I tipu lah, surat tipu. Budak jahat, so I mean bila kantor after that memang dah dikenali sebudak bermasalah. I remember my Ustazah kata, SADDIQ, masa bila besar kan jadi penagih dadah. So I mean, that affected me quite a lot lah. I mean, I tahu I jahat tapi macam benda-benda tu macam I remember. Tapi one thing about me, lagi orang kata lagi I bukan melawan macam kau salah, tak ada. I can diam tapi I want to prove a point that she'll be wrong. And if I met her dad dapat prove her wrong. I mean I met her in the UK, tak ada masalah. No hard feelings. It's a challenge lah.
As a young man, how do you handle your stress?
Well, I mean, not just young men, tua pun sama juga. Have strong support structure, family members. Exercise to like choose one way, and then thirdly, short vacations. Jadi tak ada masa dia, I cakap is either just driving around KL malam-malam bila tak ada traffic. But usually apa I buat, I like going to the beach lah. Tak pergi orang ke? Begini ke? Banyak Pulau Rawa ke, orang pergi Redang, Pulau Redang, quite a lot, Tioman.
What is the biggest difference in your life after being successful and famous? Famous.
Ya, hilang masa. Seriously, macam it's not the famous je, sebab dia lebih banyak tanggungjawab. So macam sebelum ni tak pernah sangka lah dengan sebenarnya politik. I love researching or doing analytical work for analytical public policy work for politicians, for corporate people, tak kisah lah. Then when I'm in the front line, macam tengok call SADDIQ turun Kelantan, ucap kat sini macam nak cakap nombor susah agak. Tu kena guna duit sendiri tau semua benda, because politics they don't pay. So dia cakap the only privilege saya dapat of becoming one of the co-founders and the youth chief is this office tu je. Semua travel duit sendiri, tak ada allowance, tak ada apa. So I have to, kita tak kena kerja tu 4 jobs tu. kumpulkan everything. So dia lebih tanggungjawab, sebab lebih tanggungjawab tu memang masa tak ada.
Okay, so you know if you met you 6 years ago, you are totally a different person.
Of course.
Your English, you could speak English but wasn't that good, is it?
Yeah.
And you even once pronounced recipe.
Oh,
as
kita tahu.
Rex.
Resit. Yeah. Cik tahu, oh dia say
I read about you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Oh, betul tu, yeah.
do you have any tips to improve English?
Oh, banyak. First thing first is, bila nak belajar English tu, you cannot take up the typical conventional English classes. Memang akan tidur, boring, rasa macam nak bunuh diri. Seriously.
Yeah.
My mom is an English teacher, I know that. Bila mama pergi English class, tak nak English, terus juga. My mom is guru cemerlang. Students dia semua dapat A, ni anak dia sendiri tak dapat. Not my mom's fault tau. Ni lah, salah ni, diri sendiri. So I memang tak boleh. Then, I learn English the most masa final year RMC dengan bila masuk foundation. Why? I think banyak movie series. Tengok Chuck, How I Met Your Mother, Boston Legal, Suits, semua tu. That's how I learn English. That's literally how I learn English. Friends. So just start off, Friends macam basic conversational English. I dah faham conversational English. Boston Legal more legal terms, professional kind of English. Macam it gets better and better. And then when I read economics, this is like the most sophisticated usage of English. Stage by stage. So the point is, you cannot learn in a conventional way. Find what piques your interest. So macam, janganlah pergi English class susah lah. Just macam kau suka tengok, I don't know, whatever drama, English drama, watch. Make sure you binge watch. Macam sambil fitness tengok, sambil makan tengok. You will love it, and subconsciously you learn English. But cannot stop there. You must also surround yourself in an English-speaking environment. So that means try have friends who will also converse with you in English. Tapi tak boleh paksa lah kalau kawan tu tetap nak berinteraksi dalam bahasa Melayu, tapi kamu balas dalam bahasa Inggeris. And then read up English materials, speak in English whenever you get the opportunity to do so. You must be in the English cocoon. I think that will accelerate your ability to learn English in a very short time span. So, yeah. I buat nothing ni gila sikit aja OCD kan. Because I knew that in order for me to win debates pun macam fine, like a lot more factually driven. English will play a role but not the biggest role. Because in varsity debating is less about language, more about the knowledge and facts behind it. But in order for you to become like Asian champion, Australasian champion, European champion, world champion, English kena the best lah. Sebab it's not macam guna perkataan sophisticated. Okay, jadi perkataan sophisticated. It's because it's something called economy of words. So a native speaker yang dah berinteraksi dengan bahasa Inggeris sejak kecil lagi, dia boleh rumuskan satu hujah tu dalam tempoh masa 30 saat jika dibandingkan dengan salah seorang speaker ESL, English Second Language, yang akan menjangka masa seminit atau seminit setengah. Because I need to use so many words to explain that point. But for a person who's so comfortable speaking that language, knows specific precise terms to use, that one word can summarize 10 words. So you save time, and when you do it only 7 minutes, every single second matters. So I knew I had to improve my English a lot. So apa yang buat masa my foundation studies kat UNIKL kena ambil kelas bahasa Arab kan. I hated it. So apa yang we were honest lah. So I tak nak kantoi, macam mana boleh dalam kelas bahasa Arab bawa phone kan? Boleh bawa phone tapi main tak boleh lah, tu obvious. Apa yang buat? Bawa kamus dictionary bahasa Inggeris. Kamus ni bahasa Inggeris actually looks like the typical Arab dictionary as well. Bukan dapat tebal, no one will suspect anything. So instead of learning Arabic in the class, I actually went through from front page to back page of the English dictionary 3 times. So setiap kata baru saya belajar itu dekat main tangan. Sampai sekarang. Dulu memang you see, ask anyone yang pernah debate on that for me, main tangan malam mesti dah penuh. Sebab ada macam 20 kata baru saya belajar. So bila saya belajar kata baru tu, the next day I kena guna setiap kataan baru tu sekurang-kurangnya 3 kali. So that it will go in my mind. Adalah kadang-kadang I talk to my mama, we have a plethora of problems. Memang saya cakap lempang kan, tapi dia faham lah kenapa saya cakap lah.
So how to encourage the youth to converse in English in their daily life?
So I think first thing first is they need to see importance of English. They need to understand how critical it is for fellow Malaysians to master the English language. And I've experienced this, like a lot of my success could also be attributed to my ability in speaking English, from debating, getting multiple different job interviews, opportunities, and even being where I'm at today. Because kalau kita hanya boleh berucap atau fasih dalam bahasa Melayu atau hanya dalam satu bahasa saja, tapi kita ketepikan, asingkan, kecuali kan upaya kita untuk bertutur dalam bahasa Inggeris or maybe even a third language, we will be at disadvantage. Because orang lain, everyone is now catching up to like 2, 3, 4 different languages, but we are satu. And then let's face reality that we are living in a globalized world. We are living in a globalized world. Not even Malaysians, orang Melayu pun yang mungkin ada business akan jual kat luar negara, and they'll have to interact with the international community, and English is often the medium of instruction. So if you look at job stream, what's one of the biggest causes of youth unemployment? Failure to speak in English. And people need to see that. Sekarang mungkin dia tak apalah, nanti bila kerja tak, sekarang kena buat. Because nak belajar English tu dia bukan cepat tau, sebulan siap, tak ada. It takes months, minimum lah months. So you need to see the importance. And I think once they see the importance, they know that they'll have to dedicate their time and effort to master the language.
So how to be confident to speak English in public?
Speak whenever you get opportunity to do so. It's never an easy thing lah, dulu takut tak. First time bila debate, dah lah sekolah perempuan, STF, tu Fatimah. First time itu, masa sepatutnya dihantar ke pertandingan tu bukan untuk debat pun, jadi reserve pun tengok junior kan, bawa back untuk seniors. Tapi seniors pun macam ada confirm, dia dalam preliminary round ada 6 round, dia dah pernah lagi 5, so confirm akan masuk pusingan kalah mati. So last round dia cakap, tak apalah SADDIQ, you debate je lah. Last minute lah, macam 15 minit sebelum berucap lah, debate lah. I tak boleh, I kena lah, kalau tak kena pukul lah yang ni kan. So I just spoke for 1 minute. Kalau perempuan memang very good morning, dia nak tengok perempuan sekolah lelaki kan, all boys school lagi kan, macam budak STF kan. Tapi after that, again the more competitive sama, kalahkan diorang, kasih aku 6 bulan. Train non-stop.
So we know this day in Malaysia so important. So do you have any tips to gain knowledge or be knowledgeable?
Read as much as you can. Read or listen lah, sorry, because I also listen to the audiobook. Memang kena budayakan membaca. And usually those who read are the ones who will have the greatest access to multiple different opportunities. And don't just read from one source, read diverse sources. Like if you read newspaper, don't just read one, read as many as possible. News portal, just one, as many as possible. Books, different genres, fiction, non-fiction, biographies, biopics, as many as possible. But that's the best recipe lah for success.
So as a speaker, how to encourage the youth to be brave to voice out their opinion?
I think almost similar to my answer before. I think once they see the importance of voicing out, I think that's when they will realize that there is a duty in them to do so. So similarly when I say to English, you might not see it now, but then down the road you know the failure of you to do so will impact you quite a lot. I think similarly here as well. I think for myself, memang at the beginning, memang ada je pilihan, just like diam and then wait, semua fine. But I tahu 5-10 years down the road, not only my future is gone, my country's future is gone, my friend's future is gone, I know exactly what's going to happen. But once you see the importance, especially when you are a critical thinker, you baca banyak, you tahu tentang isu-isu semasa, I think you yourself, tak perlu ada sesiapa paksa, you yourself will feel the need to speak up. So I think always the most important thing is to have that base knowledge. Once you are a knowledgeable person, that's when you are more likely to speak up in what you think is right.
So as a speaker, what advice would you give to the youngster that have same vision with you?
Just remember that with great power comes great responsibility. I mean, the reason I said, because you cannot just be a public speaker, you cannot just be convincing in public. Tapi for example debating, so I cakap to all my debate friends, my colleagues, like we cannot just only become debaters. Like pergi pertandingan debat, random debate tournament in the random end or corner of the world, debate, balik terus tak ambil kisah tentang isu semasa, shut our eyes, ears and mouth. Padahal when we debate about some of the most important issues. Debate about how to restore the European economy, debate about different education curriculums in Malaysia, vocational school, vernacular schools, what should be the future of education, debate about so many pertinent, important issues. But keluar bilik debat tu semua, tak nak main kisah. So I think in the end, it's about knowing that with what we have, we also have responsibility to channel whatever talent we have or advantages we have to others around us and use whatever we have for the greater good. I think that's the most important thing which is needed.
Okay, so the last question for me, how to be successful
Like cats and Selena Gomez. I mean, I think it's the same thing awal lah. There's no shortcut lah. Di mana ada kemahuan, sudah jalan. You need to have that will. Willpower tu paling penting. Kalau cakap pasal naturally talented, tak ada. Memang tak ada.
I think this is for our interview. Again, thank you for spending your time to inviting us to come to your office. We really appreciate.
No problem. Senang datang sini, saya LRT je ni. Okay, good to know. Kau UNIKL yang dekat Gombak?
Jalan Stress Main.
Oh, Sultan Ismail. Okay lah, lagi senang lah. Dia ada direct, tapi tu MRT pula.
So kena jalan kaki sikit kan?
I used to train di debaters there. I think it was 3 years ago. Ni yang tengah-tengah bandar kan?
Yes.
Nice place lah, tempat makan sedap.
Oh,
sama.
I know, did you have a club? Do you do untuk debate club, right?
Yeah, I do.
Can I know the next debate?
So the next one, ask Daya. I think 2 weeks time, 2 minggu akan buat. Memang selalu I buat for free. Memang kat sini dekat office. Take 40 people for sorry, 40 people for each batch. So memang selalunya setiap hari Ahad. Tapi sekarang ni macam dekat bulan raya saja lebih busy. Ahad tu memang akan travel. Tapi I still make it point bila-bila free main nak buat. Itu my passion lah. Tak boleh berhenti.
Boleh kalau kau nak join.
Boleh just tanya Daya.
Sometimes penuh kalau kita
Dia selalu memang saja buka je terus. Tapi now since you guys are here, just ask Daya.
Daya dah tanya, dia kata maybe 2 atau 3 weeks from now.
Yeah. So just give your details so that korang memang terus dimasukkan. So kita je. Tapi memang kita buat antara Sabtu atau Ahad, ada pukul 10, pukul 2 atau 3.
So banyak kali nak join membership penuh.
Just ask lah. Memang
Okay, boleh stop.